Extra practice, chapter 3, question 4 asks whether you're better to push the lawnmower up or pull it up. The key here is that in pushing, you increase the force, the normal force, because the applied force acting down causes a reaction force called the normal force to also increase. And that's the key. Here you can see that you're actually alleviating some of that force by lifting it. Here you are increasing it by pushing down. And that means that since Fn is decreasing in case 2, then force of friction will also decrease, making it easier for you. Because the component in the x direction is the same in both cases, it is the component in the y direction that will contribute to having to do more work, if you will. Well, not really more work. It's just going to be harder for you because you're working against a greater force of friction due to the increased normal force. In question 5, we have a 3.5 kilogram block, and it starts to slide at a steady... and anytime you see that, make sure you realize that you're going to have no net force acting. It is raised at an angle of 42 degrees with the horizontal. It wants to know what the normal force is. Fn is equal to mg cos theta. This is true for any slope, so it's kind of worth remembering. 3.5 times 9.8 times the cosine of 42 degrees gives us a normal force of 25.5 newtons. Question B wants to know what the force of friction is. Force of friction is equal to the component of the gravitational force acting parallel to the slope. Why? Because it's moving at a constant speed. That's the key again here. We know these must be equal because there's no acceleration. So Fn times mu, or force of friction, must be equal to Fg sine theta. Solving force Fg sine theta, mg sine theta. mg sine theta. We know m, 3.5. We know g, 9.8. We know sine theta, 42 degrees. We will get 23 newtons force of friction. The coefficient of kinetic friction, because it is moving, mu is equal to the force of friction divided by Fn. We have those two numbers. We get 0.9 overall. There's no units, just a number.